Hey guys, Ryan here. I know a lot of people want to get good at Warzone, and I want to actually make a video that's going to give them a step-by-step guide on how to make that possible. The first thing we're going to cover is what actually makes up a good Warzone player and how do you become good at Warzone. So this is my super advanced chart, but to me, these are the three fundamental skills of Warzone. One third of it is your game sense smarts, the other third is your technical skill, i.e. movement and aiming, and the last third is going to be your positioning in a micro and a macro sense. The main reason I'm pulling up this chart is because the very first thing you have to do if you want to get better is identify your weakness. And this is a very easy way to help identify that weakness. A lot of people are probably very smart players. They know how to play the map, they know how to move around the map and put themselves in a good position, but they probably lack in their aim and overall ability to win gunfights and especially 1v1s. This is where you may have to work then on your technical skills. However, some people are the exact opposite. They have super cracked movement, their aim is on point, but their overall game sense, their smarts, their awareness, it's lacking. And if we actually had these hypothetical players in a real situation and they wanted to get better, both of them would have to take different paths and work on different skills to actually get better at the game. They would not be able to just get better in the same ways because they both have different weaknesses. If someone already has good aim and good movement, why do they need to spend time working on their aim and movement? What they need to focus on is putting themselves in better positions, how to figure out how to play a little smarter, and just overall be better at their positioning and game sense. However, if you're someone who is an extremely smart player, you need to figure out how to get better aim and how to get better movement if that's your weakness. I know this sounds simple in concept, but a lot of people don't even think about these things and they don't think about their gameplay like that. They just run around, they play the game, it's mindless, there's not a lot of focus to it, and this is what I want to help with. Because once you identify what your weakness is, step two is figuring out how to work on it. I think for most people, this is actually the hardest part. What I would really recommend to do is dedicate 20 to 30 minutes of game time, whether it's practicing aiming, whether that's practicing good positioning and game sense, and take those 20 to 30 minutes of game time and use it as focused practice. It's way better to just spend 20 to 30 minutes working on your core skills that you actually want to improve rather than trying to spend every session you hop on not having fun because you're not getting better and you're just not focused on having fun. I just recommend to take a little bit of every time you hop on to get better and then just play the game after that. Over time, you're going to improve, and this is the main thing I want to get across also. Improvement is not a short term thing, all of this is long term. All of your improvement is going to be because you spent a couple months working on these skills, getting there, and you actually applied it to your game, and that's what's going to make you a good player. There is no video you can watch. There is no magical settings you can change. Even if you got a PC with 120 FOV and a million FPS, it would not change the fact if you were just not good at Warzone. And there is nothing you can do to instantly get better at Warzone. You have to compare it to weightlifting. When you weightlift, you don't just go crazy one day at the gym and just get massive. No, what you do is you spend a long time working every single day or every other day or whatever your workout schedule is, and you get bigger and bigger, you get stronger and stronger, and soon after a while, you're actually at the place you wanted to be in terms of your weight, in terms of what you're lifting, or whatever your goals were. This is one of the hardest things for people to realize, and this is the step three. It's to be patient. Embrace the long-term progress. Embrace the fact that you're probably still going to be playing Warzone after a couple months. You're probably still going to be playing Warzone a year from now, especially with Warzone 2 right around the corner. So embrace that long-term progression. It is not something you can magically just get better at, and this requires a lot of patience, this requires a lot of focus, and one of the easiest ways to do that is by just hopping on, spending 20 to 30 minutes finding one thing to work on. It could be slide canceling, it could be getting in better positioning, finding head glitches, or getting height advantage. Whatever it is, you could just spend that 20-30 minutes, 2 to 3 games, practicing it, and then spend the rest of the time just playing. Just have fun, enjoy the game that you're playing, and don't put too much pressure on yourself when things go bad, and don't put too much pressure on yourself if you're just not having a good day. But this is going to take me into the fourth section, And this is to use the resources available to you and understand that the path of progression and where you're going to get this knowledge comes from all types of different places. Sometimes the biggest lessons you learn will be taught from nothing that has to actually do with Warzone. When I learned trade position and the whole concept of playing close to your teammates and always using man advantage, that was back in 2012 in Black Ops 2 when I was playing ranked play in league play back in the day. That was so long ago, but that same core concept of playing close to your teammates, that if you have one guy you need to kill, wait for your teammates, because one guy cannot shoot two people who are shooting him at the exact same time. You will almost always win that gunfight if you play it smart and you play it right. These things, these little ideas, do not always come from some Warzone videos. They do not always come from just playing the game. Sometimes they come from your own life experience, from different sources, from your experience in other games like Fortnite, Dark Souls, whatever. And you can apply it in whatever way, and you have to keep your mind open. I would recommend watching a ton of different YouTubers to get better. I offer good advice, but do you know how many other people have amazing advice to offer? People like Breadman, Teep, Iron. There are so many good examples of people who offer better content than me in certain ways. As much as I enjoy my own content, as much as I think I do make good content, in my opinion, there's definitely people doing it a little better than me right now, and you do need to use all of the resources available to you. I still want you guys to watch my videos. I still think I'm offering really good advice, but it's also important to realize I can't cover every topic. People have different perspectives, they have different strengths, and all of the things I talked about in this video go hand in hand, and they all tie together. But the very last thing I want to talk about in this video is have fun and make sure you actually enjoy getting better. Some people, they enjoy hopping on, messing around, getting on ATVs, running people over, and they don't really care about getting better. Some people, though, the only reason they keep playing is because of how enjoyable it is to get better. In fact, the people I know who play Warzone the longest are almost always the people who have a growth mindset, who embrace getting better at the game, and enjoy actually getting better. This doesn't mean you're not going to be able to play the game for a long time if you don't enjoy it, if you don't enjoy getting better. But just overall, the people that can understand and play this game for a year, 2 years, they are the people who are constantly getting better and find their enjoyment in that. If that sounds like you, or if that's someone you want to be, then this video is overall just going to be a benefit to you, even if you've heard some of these things. I've talked about a lot of these topics in previous videos, but I do feel like this video was a little bit more in depth, and I do want this to serve as a base point. I have a ton of videos on my channel. I would recommend scrolling through my entire video list and just finding some that may help you. But I'd also just recommend looking up some of the YouTubers I talked about earlier in this video and applying what they recommend and actually getting better at the game. I'm going to start wrapping this video up, and I just want to say thank you so much, guys. I started this YouTube about a year and a half ago, and I genuinely never thought I'd have the amount of viewers I do now, nor the amount of subscribers. And I know it's not actually a huge amount or anything like that, but to me it is, and I just want to say thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I hope you guys know I genuinely want to help people get better, and that's why I make these videos, and that is the main goal of this channel. And I just appreciate that you guys allow me to make videos like this. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been Ryan. Peace.